I know that we're not supposed to judge and assume from other people, but we still do. It's part of our human nature to do so. Now, when you think of a conservative, what do you guys think of? For me, I think of a white, sometimes orange man. And my columnist, DeRoy Murdoch, is not that. No. He is a special one. You see, he is a black gay conservative. And I know what you guys are all thinking right now. Dan, did you just assume that all conservatives are white old men? You gotta say that? I don't care. I'm just trying to be extra, you know? I'm just trying to get the likes, just trying to be a little extra, be a little dramatic. Alright, now putting that all aside, he's a columnist for many journalist companies. He is one of the main editors of the National Review Online. He is also runner-up for the Worst Person in the World award in Countdown with Keith Olbermann. Doesn't that tell you a lot about him already? Now, to start off, Murdoch likes to use irony throughout his writing. Now, in his article, Why the Left Should Vote Right, he says, if liberals still cherish their ideals, then they should vote Republican today. The irony in that statement is how, if you are liberal beliefs, the Republicans are actually acting upon them, and he goes into detail throughout his article, and how he uses the irony about, like, hey, you're a liberal, then you should come to our side, But he could have gone a different approach with it, and he could have been like, oh, your beliefs suck. Democrats sucks, like your belief system sucks. You should come to our side and because we're better. But he didn't do that. You see, he carefully adds that word. He likes to use logic because from a logical perspective, people who would think that would rather come to your side. Also, they can also change your perspective on things. Like a person who are on the liberal side have never thought of it before. Now, Murdoch also uses sarcasm throughout his writing. Now, for me, I'm a sarcastic person, and what a better way to make your point than sarcasm. Now, sometimes I don't know where to draw the line, but Murdoch uses that for his advantage. Now, earlier when I was talking about irony, he talks about how he does that throughout his articles. He does the same with sarcasm too. In the article, No Wall, No Farm Bill, he talks about how there's new subsides for hop and barley. Now, the subsides is to be beneficial for the farmers, but for him, he says that they don't need it already because the American brewing companies are already doing fine without them, and what's the point of giving the subsides if they don't need the money? And he also talks about how that, honestly, there's already too many beer. Like, why do you need more? Like, trust me, he says, there's such a thing called too many beers. No, Murdoch has great syntax throughout his writing, and every word he puts has a purpose. Like, for example, with the sarcasm and the irony, he puts them there for a reason. He wants them there. He wants the irony, it helps build up his tone, his quality, like, so to keep the reader still engaged. But just having a good syntax is not enough. No, as I said before, Murdoch likes to use logos in his writing. So what better way to do that than with facts? Now, he is a respected political commentator after all. So how do you get this far without using facts? I know many people don't agree with his opinions, but he does have a logical point, and his ideas can be turned around. Now, he talks about child separation in one of his articles. It talks about how he does address the moralities of it and how it's bad for the child, but he talks about how also the law is the law. What is the difference between a child getting separated from the parents because the parent does a criminal offense? He does that to bring up his point. Now, he says the Trump administration is doing their job. He uses rhetoric throughout his article to help him become a more strong person, like his writing to have more purpose. Thank you.